Good morning! Hello, and welcome back to the stream. Hey there, DEFCON. Thank you for the dynamic start of the day. A great chat from the very beginning. I remember. Sure remember. But I really don't know what the previous one is from. Where is the co-prosperity sphere? Is it made up or is it a reference to something yet again? Cause I don't know, and I'm a little late, but as it has been told by the almighty and wise DEFCON, streamer is never late. Good morning, Vietnam? No. Hello, world. Yeah, we're gonna go the programming path right here, even though I never liked it. But sure, we can say hello to the world, cause we are online on Twitch. Yay! We're online. You're welcome. Thanks, DEFCON. So, Alan Wake. Yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, I had to really check yesterday how long the chapter 4 actually is, because we are still on chapter 4, and it seems we ended up very close to the end. I didn't read up too much into it because I didn't want to spoil my experience, but it feels like it is very close to the end of chapter 4, which means we should be able to get through chapter 5, maybe even chapter 6 today. Hard to say, but we'll see. Firebomb, good morning! Good morning, Vietnam, to you as well. And hello, world. How are you, Firebomb? DEFCON, so that's a real thing, kinda. It's what Japan could its empire during the World War II era? Was that a typo? The sentence does not really make sense to me. A little bit. Turn that music off, you monster! No! But you know what? Okay, because we will start the game. I will fire up Alan Wake. Just because Firebomb asked so nicely. So very nicely. Right? Oh, cold. Okay. So that's a real thing, kinda. It's what Japan called its empire during the World War II era. Ah, okay. Firebomb. I've heard of Japan. Japan? Where is that? What? Oh, come on. It already started to play some kind of a trailer intro. And no, we're gonna continue the game, and DEFCON needs more coffee. I call for black tea. I have my English breakfast tea with me right here with honey and a bit of lemon juice as usual, because it is the best for my throat, and also has a bit of caffeine so it can keep me awake. Firebomb needs more chocolate milk. Chocolate milk. Yeah, I had a little bit of chocolate because my girlfriend gave it to me yesterday. That here is a piece of Mercy chocolate. Merci, you know, mercy and merci. But you cannot eat it today. You have to keep it for the morning. It was the first thing I ate when I woke up. Yeah, it was delicious. DEFCON, black tea doesn't work for me, and Twinings Earl Grey or go home. Why Twinings? Okay, I still have a few packs of original Scottish Edinburgh Earl Grey, and that one is great. Anyway, either Earl Grey or English breakfast is the two that I kind of switch up. Depends on what I have at hand. Currently, I had English breakfast at hand, so black tea is black tea. But Earl Grey is great. Earl Grey, hot, right? I could be Jean-Luc. Jean-Luc Picard. Tea. Earl Grey. Hot. Exactly. Firebomb. Exactly. I love black tea for iced tea. That's great. Yeah, and I guess we began that, right? You decided to use and create your own black tea as iced tea when we talked about it. Okay, guys. Let's check Alan Wake. Are we awake? I'm trying to be. And just to let you all know, Albus is currently on the couch. And he's watching me. I guess he's falling asleep anyway, but he's comfy on the couch right behind me, or next to me. Okay. So, get to the cabin.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Right, so we are a floating camera right now. And I'm gonna pause it. So what's the question? In Firebomb, yeah, it's amazing. Ah, great. I really like that you like it. I love it, really. And it's great, and it's cheaper for you anyway, so that's a better solution than buying those sweetened or even unsweetened iced teas. Because now you don't have chemicals in those, in your iced tea. Devcon, so it's British, plus they sell it all over. Twinings is also one of the very few brands in regular supermarkets besides the national brand Pickwick, which I find bland. Yeah, I don't really take Pickwick or anything. We have been buying, for instance, like Tesco Finest. That's also not a bad tea, but I agree that British is nice. British Earl Grey, of course, is one of the best. And I'm not sure how much Twinings is in our country in the supermarkets. I haven't seen a lot, but you know, I have original Scottish one, so that beats it anyway. So I will try them out slowly but surely. And Albus Alarm. I wish I could make apple juice cheaply as well. Damn it. That's not an easy thing to do, right? Apple juice. Yeah, you would need to have a juicer and a lot of apples, and there's a lot of stuff that will remain. A lot of excess garbage. Defcon, arguably all you'd need for cheap apple juice is making a deal with an apple farmer. Press can be homemade too. All it could take is a sturdy bucket and a filtering cloth. I think 90% of tea is from India and China. Yeah, that might be very true. If I ever get my own house, I would totally press my own. You would need to tend for your garden, for your, what is that, orchard? Apple orchard or something like that, and then press it all.
Alice?
We continue.
Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Probably.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Puppet. We are being puppeteered.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Mm-hmm. He should be soaking wet, right? No water. And what did I miss? DEFCON. So Farbon, we have really good local food here in Western Washington. Drop the Y in orchard and you're golden. What? I don't get it. Orchard. Orchard? Orchard? That sounds terrible. Yeah, actually there's a local orchard. Like some sort of publicly owned orchard. I mean, Washington the state or Washington the city? It's only maybe 5 kilometers from me. Well, you still will need to travel. Washington the state. We prefer to call the city DC. All right. What does DC stand for?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
Wow. He's in an old diving suit. Nautilus.
I'd woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Oh, safe.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Oh my. Space Marine! A twisty twist, so twisty, not even Sherlock Holmes could have predicted it. Or twisted. Let's
Previously
continue.
on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. The lake,
It does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix
It's
this.
your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Pay for it. He even sounded
Well,
drunk.
we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
Oh, that's the old lady from the diner.
All
She
the
was-
manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
There's nothing there.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
Lady
What,
of
the
the
crazy
light.
lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not
You haven't
gonna...
even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist.
Ooh la la.
Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead...
Wait a minute. I know this.
Ho ho ho! Over his dead body.
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
All right
Oh,
there.
man!
We're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Ooh la la. Nightingale reads the manuscript.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
What did I miss? Defcon, I vote Barry gets left in this cell and the key gets thrown into a mine shaft. Indeed. Going once, going twice. Sold. And nothing but trouble, that man. Well, Barry is just, well, he's an agent, but a little bit of a moron, right? Ain't he a moron? Okay, Nightingale attacked by the dark presence.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the deja vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Indeed. Firebomb, English is ridiculous with its inconsistent pronunciations. Pronunciation guide. Yeah, you have British English, American English, I don't know, every type of English that you can think of. And you just have to pick a word and try to make the best of it, I guess. This is one reason I love Cyrillic. Yeah. Well, there are always accents that you can get from, you know, communities and certain parts of the country have different accents. Okay, let's go. Whoa, 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 I want to be on the other side. That's great. Hey. Ooh, a flare. Another one. I guess that's a good find. I believe so. Nope, nothing else. And what is... Oh, a thermos, of course. So many thermoses. Or thermosi. Knowledge 716. Thank you very much for the follow. Thanks a million.